Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Roberta here, Fashion Over 50. And I have a different background today. If you've been watching my videos for a while, I'm actually sitting in my living room. So my husband's out, so I took this opportunity to have a different background. Anyway, and that's just our painting of done by Danny McBride, so a Canadian artist. Anyway, if it's distracting, I'm sorry, but I really like that painting. And as you see, we have a little red accent here to go on our sofa in our living room to go with that painting. It's actually quite a big painting, but we've had it for quite a few years. Anyway, I don't want to talk about paintings today. I want to talk about fashion. And it is the first day of spring, fall now, and even though here where I live, it is still summer. We still have beautiful weather. It's sunny and mid-20s Celsius degrees, but that's why I'm wearing shorts, because it's quite warm. I'm having the gals over later. We're going to play cards, but I just wanted to do this little video on trends. And because I think the trends are a little bit different for us a little bit older girls, just because I feel like a lot of the trends are geared more towards younger people, and I just want to talk today about our age group and what we look at. So because I am over 50, there's quite a few things that I do not even like or even will wear for the trends for 2025. So I'm just going to go quickly through some of them that I've been making notes of. I do watch a lot of videos, and I read a lot of information about fashion, whatever. And this is just my little book. I just make little notes in it for myself, about different trends that are coming for this upcoming seasons. And that's what I normally refer to when I'm looking to even buy something for myself, or when I'm looking online. And just a little update, I live in Canada, but I live in our town is about 150,000 people. So we do not have a lot of the big stores that are popular. We don't have a Banana Republic. The only store, we have an Aritzia, we have a Lululemon, we don't have a Zara, we don't have an H&M. There's lots of stores that we don't have in our town, so I do order things online. And I just wanted to make a quick little note about that. Return policy. Look at your return policies if you are in the same kind of situation like I am. Like, I have to order things. If I want something, make sure that you can return it, because you don't want to be sitting on stuff you don't want, or that doesn't fit, or you don't like it, or it's not the quality that you wanted it to be. So make sure you look at the return policy, because a lot of them online right now have changed to final sale only. So just keep that in mind. But anyway, I just wanted to go through, I'm going to go head to toe down for trends. Anyway, starting off with hair. Like, a lot of hair colors this year for brunettes like myself. It's brown with dark blonde highlights for the fall. Lots of, an opposite for blonde. So it's blondes with more of a darker tone, which kind of makes sense. Not really a trend. Makes sense. Fall, you're going to change your hair color maybe a little bit, but you want to go a bit darker for the winter, fall, winter. And nails. That's the other thing. I mean, I get a French manicure all the time, but this time when I go, my next appointment, I'm going to get, it's called Silk Veil. So it's basically like a very pale pink, like a muddied, not like a muddied white over your whole nail surface. I'll show you when I get it done. I was going to get it done last time, but I'm not sure if I was really going to like it, but I wanted to get it done. I'll get it done in my next appointment just to see if I like it. A little test for you. And another big thing for lips is these ink pens. So as you all know, you've seen the peel away lip stain. Well, this is a lip ink pen. So instead of peeling away, you put it on, and it's supposed to stain your lips for the day. The one I like is Rimmel, but unfortunately I can't get it anywhere here in my town. No one carries it. I'm going to try to order it online just so I can show you that. I thought that was kind of an interesting looking thing to do for your lips. I know it drives me crazy having to reapply lipstick throughout the day, but this is supposed to last all day. So I thought that was great. And that's the only one I've seen and I saw that on a London blogger that I follow, and she really likes these lip ink pens. I'm trying to find one so I can show you what it is like. Anyway, the next thing is clothing. So clothing trends for fall. Let's see. Brown suede comes to mind as the very first thing that comes to mind. Every single store online is selling something in brown suede, whether it's a trench coat, a ballet flats, a purse, a belt. So not saying you have to go out and buy anything, but if you wanted to update something in your wardrobe, adding a small piece of brown suede, whether it's a belt, shoes, or a little bag. I know Amazon has lots of little brown suede bags, and oh gosh, this morning H&M has some, Aritzia has some, everyone's got a brown suede bag that, whether it's a clutch or a little crossbody or a shoulder bag, all of them, they're out there, anything in brown suede. And the other thing that's really big is in jeans, anything jean, a jean dress, a jean, but midi length skirt is very in, and barrel leg jeans. Now, I know barrel leg jeans are not super popular with a lot of people. They are, I like them, but they can be hard to style, and I'm not sure how long of a trend it's going to be. So for myself, I think I would go more for a dark wash, wider, not super wide, but wider leg jean that's high-waisted that you can wear with anything. So jeans, let's face it, you can match anything with jeans. A t-shirt, a blouse, a sweater, a blazer, a trench coat, anything goes with jeans. So if you're not a jean person, try to get a high-waist, wide-leg jean. Now, H&M has a sale on right now. It's a flash sale for the next few days. There's lots on there. One thing I do like about H&M, they actually give you the physical measurement of the item. So for an example, I was looking at some jeans this morning, and they actually give you the waist or circumference around the waist on their jeans. So look at the material and the description of the item. They're actually very good, and you can return things to H&M, no problem. So make sure that even if they're on sale, unless it says final sale, but jeans, it was funny because in my basket this morning I do put things in baskets on my online, but I don't necessarily buy them. I just put them there and I think about it before I buy anything. But I had an 8 and a 10 of the same size jean in my basket with H&M, and up popped up a sign going, this is multiple sizes of the same item could have an impact on the environment. Please rethink your selection. So I think that's great. So they don't want you, number one, it costs them money to return things if you're just buying a bunch of stuff and return everything. But number two, the environmental cost of shipping all that stuff and then you shipping it back because you don't like it. So I thought that was a great little message they put on their website. That was a really good one. Anyway, back to my little list here. So funnel neck jacket. So last year, winter coats, it was all the scarf. The scarf is still in, don't get me wrong, but now it's a funnel neck. So now they want, you got a jacket done up to your neck, which is lovely. There's lots of styles of funnel neck jackets out there, but I still like a regular winter coat with a scarf is still a classic look. So just because there's a trend for a funnel neck doesn't mean you have to run out and buy a funnel neck jacket or coat for the winter, because, you know, let's face it, how many coats does one person need? Not a lot. And if you buy a good winter coat, a nice, you know, long winter coat in a classic color, black or cream or whatever, it's going to last you for many years. So you don't really need to go and buy a coat. And the other thing is, that's my other favorite thing, is sweaters with scarves. So I've seen quite a few with a sweater, but that has like a built-in scarf. So now instead of, remember years ago, you would buy a shell like this, but then you'd have the matching cardigan and you would just tie it around your shoulders. Well, that's what they're doing now, but it's integral part of the item. Just keep doing it with, if you have a shell and a matching cardigan, doesn't even matter if they're from the same set. That is what the look is just like a toss sweater over your shoulder with a sweater. So it's nothing really new, but it's a trend, is the scarf with sweaters with scarf ties. And the other thing I think is funny now, last year was a statement belt. This year it's a thin belt. So we want a thin belt, minimal logos. There's tons of belts out there, and a belt is an easy way to update an outfit. I don't care how old you are or how young you are, a belt is something that you can easily add to your wardrobe, inexpensive, and you don't have to have a designer one. There's plenty on Amazon, in the mall. Just have a look around. Just make sure that it's a nice quality belt that you think is going to last for a few years. Leather obviously is the best choice, but there's lots of really well-made vegan belts out there as well. And the other thing I thought that was quite funny is, okay, so other than brown, navy blue. Navy is basically going to be the new black. I've seen so many navy sweaters, navy blouses, striped navy. Navy obviously goes with jeans very well. So there's another trend, is navy. And I actually, if I was really thinking, I didn't have a lot of navy in my wardrobe, but I do. It's so easy just to go through your wardrobe, and especially your winter wardrobe, which you haven't been looking at for all season here. Go and have a look and see what you have. And if you're missing anything in there that you think you might want, like for myself, I said earlier, I do not have anything. I have a couple things in brown suede, but they're very, I have a brown suede skirt. It's super old. I have a brown suede belt, and I have some shoes. So I think I might get myself a little bag, but I'm going to get one from Amazon because I saw one on Amazon. It's leather and it's a nice little bag, and I don't think I'm going to, that trend may not be here next year. So don't spend a lot of money on stuff that's trendy. Spend money on quality items. Like I've always said before, cashmere sweaters, they last forever. And if you buy a classic style, crew neck, a cardigan, whatever, it's going to last you for years and years. And the next little thing I want to talk about is shoes. Okay, so remember a few years ago, chunky loafers. You have to buy chunky loafers with the big, sole. Now it's all like the slim sole. I never did go into the chunky sole shoe just because personally I don't like that style, so I never did that. But now all the chunky soled loafers are not in. You want a slimmer, lower profile loafer if that's what you're going to wear. Ballet flats are still very, very popular and in. And same with Mary Jane's. If you go on lots of websites, still have Mary Jane shoes and ballet flats all over the place. So any of those shoes are going to do you just great. And still on trend, well, I'm not going to do this trend, is the short trench coat. I think they're cute. I think they're hard to style, but I wouldn't go and spend money on a cropped trench coat. Instead, I would just buy a classic trench coat that's going to last you. I have a classic trench coat I bought a few years ago. It's still lovely. It looks great. Even if you get it, like I had a little mark on mine, I just spot cleaned it, ironed it. It looks just brand new. It's just great. And the other thing that's really popular, which I'm not really going to fall into either, is like the bubble casual jacket is one jacket, and the other one is a barn jacket. Now, I'm not a barn jacket fan. I see lots of young influencers wearing these barn jackets, and they're expensive. I follow this one girl, and oh my gosh, she bought this barn jacket from Cause. I mean, it was like $300. I'm not going to spend $300 on a barn jacket when next year I don't even think that's going to be in style, and I don't even like them to begin with, so I'm not even going to try those trends. And the other trend I think is so funny is these lace slip dresses. That's another trend that I am not going to be following. A slip dress that looks like you're wearing a full-length slip. And they are called slip dresses. They have slip skirts. I see lots of, if you look on Pinterest or whatever, or Instagram, lots of girls are wearing, you know, like it looks like you're wearing a slip with a sweater and loafers or ballet flats. I am not going to follow that. I think it's, I don't even like it. I think it looks cute on some of the younger girls, but not on someone my age. I wouldn't, I probably get flack for that, but not for me. It's just not for me. I mean, I think you have to, if you're wearing a slip dress in a shiny material, you have to be, in my opinion, very thin. It's because that kind of material shows every little lump and bump in your whole body. So for me personally, my age group, not going to happen. But if you're younger and you want to try it, go ahead. I think it's really cute. They're going to be all out, but if you're going to do that, buy a good quality one, because it'll look awfully cheap if you don't. Now, getting to satin. Their satin pants are still in. Satin skirts are still in. I saw the other day, it's a different silhouette for the satin pant. It's more like a pajama pant style, which I think are really cute. But again, I would like to try them on for myself first before I would jump in on that trend, just because I think I would probably end up having to return it. I'm not sure, you know, what size to get, and I've seen them they do have them at H&M. So, I mean, that's a place that I kind of look to if I want to try something new, because they're inexpensive. And if you don't like it, you can just send it back. But again, I don't really want to buy stuff just for the sake of buying stuff. And I don't want to buy inexpensive, cheap stuff that's going to not last. Anyway, a good trend, just like I said, to stick to is quality. Cashmere, wool, and silk are the three fabrics that I try to get. Like these shorts are wool. I've had them for years. They're from Banana Republic. I wish they'd brought them back for this season, but they didn't. And these shorts last forever. They do. They're the greatest shorts I've ever had. I love them. I wear them all the time. So that's the other tip I was just going to say for fall. Know your style. So if you always reach for a certain style of pants or a certain type of jeans or a jacket, stick to that classic style that you know you're going to wear, and don't follow some of these trends that you know won't fit into your lifestyle or what you like. I mean, this is just a really brief list of things that I've noticed that keep popping up over and over again in my feeds. There is so many little micro trends and this trend and that trend, but don't get caught up in that. Just look at your wardrobe and go and buy quality things that you know you're going to wear. Like, I know I reach for black a lot. Obviously I'm wearing all black today, but I reach for black a lot because that's the color I like. Black and white and cream I reach for the most. I do like navy, and if I'm going to branch out on a color, it would be navy or even burgundy, but nothing crazier than that, because I know for myself and what's in my wardrobe already, nothing is going to go with if I buy some crazy color or pattern. I stick to plain colors usually and minimal patterns. So there you have it. Anyway, I just wanted to do a little trend video on my take on the trends. Not saying your take, but this is just personally for me. And just to let you know, you don't have to go out and buy a bunch of new stuff for fall just because it's fall. Look through, like I've always said, look through your wardrobe and find that, you know, missing piece. Maybe you don't have a great white t-shirt. White t-shirts you can wear all year round. Look at your white t-shirts. Make sure that they are, you know, still white and don't have stains or rips or anything in them. Maybe you just need a new white t-shirt. Maybe you just want a little brown suede belt or shoes or a bag. Don't have to go out and spend the, you know, thousands of dollars on a beautiful suede trench coat for the season. You can just add a little piece of brown if you like. And brown does go with black and cream and all the classic colors. So it's not going to be a waste in your wardrobe. Just make sure you buy something that's good quality, that's going to last. Anyway, that's it for me today. Thanks for watching my video, and we will see you in my next one. I probably have a couple little things coming in, nothing exciting. Like I said, I haven't really been shopping. To be honest, I haven't even gone to our mall in our town forever, because like I said, the only store in there that I really like, and I haven't really bought much from them, is Aritzia, but I will keep you updated with anything that I add to my wardrobe. But anyway, thanks for watching, and please hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up, and we will see you next time. Take care, everyone. Bye now. If I can get this to work. Sometimes my remote doesn't want to work, so let's see if I can get it working. There we go. Anyway, see you next time. Thanks. Bye.